The 2026 Vendor Guide, the top 10 slot game development companies. Ask 10 studios to build you a slot, and you'll get 10 quotes that don't compare. Nobody's overcharging. It's that Build Me a Slot actually describes at least 3 different jobs, and every studio has priced a different one. There are 3 completely different jobs hiding behind that request. Build from scratch means math, art, engineering, and certification, all starting from nothing. It's the longest road, but it's worth it if you want to own the mechanics. Retheme an existing title means new art on math that already performs, so you're looking at weeks instead of months, at a fraction of the cost, and the pay table stays untouched. License a finished catalog means your games go live without any development cycle at all. Nothing transfers, and the mechanics stay exactly as built. First up is Whimsy Games, and this one covers 2 of the 3 jobs at once. They build full slots from simple mechanics up to highly complex ones, and they run reskins as a completely separate line. About 3 weeks, compared to a month or more for a full build. Beyond slots, they've shipped scratch cards and lottery work, including a Danish state lottery, real money backgammon sweepstakes platforms, plus Plinko, dice, crash, mines, wheel, diamond, and tarot titles. You can bring them a fixed scope project or embed a dedicated iGaming team right into your own pipeline, starting from $20,000. They're a clutch top firm across multiple categories, with a perfect 5-star rating on Clutch across 25 reviews and 4.9 on Good Firms across 32. Thunderkick is a boutique studio out of Stockholm, founded in 2012 by a team that came out of NetEnt. They work on original video slots only, and they're putting out more than 85 of them from an 80-person team, all built in-house. Roughly 1 new title a month. They're licensed by the UK Gambling Commission, Malta Gaming Authority, and Sweden's Spelinspektionen, with their random number generators certified by Quinnell. Twin Win Games keeps every production discipline under one roof. Concept, game design, mathematics, engineering, and back-end all sit in-house. And mathematics isn't outsourced, it's a permanent role on the team. They've also built their own modular casino engine, which speeds up reskins and compliance changes. Founded in 2013, they now run more than 110 specialists, working with names like Aristocrat, Relax Gaming, William Hill, and Yggdrasil. Gaming Corp is publicly listed, trading on NASDAQ First North under the ticker GCOR, founded in Uppsala back in 2014. They've shipped 54 titles, mostly slots, alongside Plinko, Crash, Mines, and table games. What sets them apart is that their remote game server is open to outside studios. Degen Studios has already shipped a slot on it, and their content deals include names like Bet365 and BetMGM. HZF treats mathematics as a core production discipline, right alongside programming and QA, not as some outside specialty bolted on later. They build browser first, covering slots, betting games, poker, blackjack, and lottery infrastructure on a phaser and node stack. Teams run 2 to 10 people per build, with a minimum project of just $5,000, which makes them a solid fit for smaller or earlier stage work. They're sitting at a perfect 5-star rating on Clutch across 45 reviews and 5-star on Good Firms across 10. SDLC Corp is built for scale. Since 2015, they've shipped more than 500 games from a team of over 250 people. What makes them different is that they handle slot math and live operations in the same engagement. RTP and volatility modeling, jackpots, back-end controls, and post-launch operations, all under one roof. They're rated 4.9 on Good Firms across 156 reviews and a perfect 5 on Clutch across 16. Kevuru Games is built for art at volume. With more than 200 specialists since 2012, they're an official Epic Games service partner, and their art has contributed to titles ranked among the top 20 PC games worldwide. Their named clients include Electronic Arts and Bandai Namco, on top of a dedicated slots and casino art portfolio. If you already own your engine and your math and just need art production at scale, this is who you'd call. Gamix Labs treats certification as a deliverable, not a separate headache. GLI and BMM packs get produced right inside the build process, and RTP gets verified before submission, checked on their own proprietary cluster built specifically to test return to player and volatility. Founded in 2018, they've delivered more than 250 games across 9 countries. ZVKY Design Studio brings slot art from a team with real studio pedigree. Their artists have backgrounds at Disney, DreamWorks, Electronic Arts, and Epic, and they run internal art QA rather than leaving quality checks entirely to the client. Working since 2009 with more than 150 games and apps delivered, their clients include Aristocrat, Zynga, and Ubisoft. Slavna Game Studio runs full-cycle casino development on its own proprietary platform. Since 2008, they've delivered more than 120 gaming projects from a 200 to 500-person team spread across 3 countries, covering slots alongside table games like roulette, blackjack, video poker, and baccarat. And here's the detail that actually matters. Ownership fully transfers to the client on delivery, which is the whole reason to commission a build instead of licensing one. So here's all 10 side by side. Whimsy Games and Gaming Corp's cover build plus something extra, a retheme line, or a rentable engine. Thunderkick, Twin Win Games, HZF, and Slavna Game Studio are straight build shops, just at very different scales and price points. SDLC Corp adds live ops on top, Gamix Labs bakes in certification, and Kevuru Games and ZVKY Design Studio are art specialists for teams that already have their engine and math sorted. A team that builds from scratch and a team that rethemes an existing title simply aren't competing for the same work. So decide which job you're actually buying first, and then shortlist the studios that are built for exactly that.